So this webinar is recording right now, and I'm about to share my screen. If you guys can, let me know on the right-hand side. If you can see my screen, please let me know. Right-hand side. If you can see my screen, just say yes. Okay, cool. Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we're going to get this thing started right about now. And as you all know, with wealth generators, we're disruptive. We don't necessarily play by the rules. When I first got involved in this company, we had one thing and one thing only, and that was stocks. So all we had was stock trading. And I remember when Wealth Generators was in its infancy. I remember when it was more of a concept. And yeah, we had some results with stocks, but if you looked at a product line, it wasn't very diverse. It was just one single thing that we offered, and that was equities. And when I first got started, this was in February of 2014, I knew that this company was going to expand. I knew that this company was going to become better. And that's why I've stuck it out. And I truly think that we went through all the hard stuff, all the hardest times are completely behind us. Any other company would have been put out of business by the adversity that we faced. Because guys, you're a part of a revolution. You're a part of a disruption that's happening that has never happened before in the history of finance. There's never been a company in a platform that gives people education and technology that can genuinely change their financial destiny for the price point that we have ours priced at. Like, there's nothing else out there. There's nothing so global. There's nothing that even touches us at all. But again, in the beginning, it was just stocks. So when I joined in February of 2014, and the reason why I'm giving you this background is to help you understand where we're at right now, okay? So in February of 2014, I walked in the corporate office in Utah. I sat down with Chad, Annette, Mario, Ryan. I sat down with them. I got to know them. I understood the concept and the vision that we had here. It was to change people's destinies, okay? Their financial destinies. And in the beginning, it was stocks, okay? That was a little bit difficult to sell because the average person, you need at least like $3,000 to $5,000 to get started with trading stocks. But we made it work. We started building a network of people that were trading stocks. And the next thing that we came out was Forex. Okay, Forex was something we needed as a company. We needed to introduce Forex because we had people basically banging on our door at Wealth Generator saying, hey, we want to join your guys' company, but we can't trade stocks in Mexico. We can't trade stocks in China or Asia or Italy or these different places that people were contacting us from. So with Forex, and it was funny because I remember when Ryan and Chad and some of the guys, they didn't even want to introduce Forex to our company. They wanted it to just be stock trading. And thank God that they listened to the field. And that's one amazing thing about Wealth Generators and the founders. They really listen. So thank God that they listened and they brought Forex to our company. And we started trading and we learned real quick what to do, what not to do. And over time, we developed our winning strategies and our platform that we're delivering to you guys with FX1 and Rise. So we started with stocks. We went into Forex. We, by chance, ended up with this technology called Rise. And the way that happened, guys, the way that we ended up acquiring this technology, Rise, in our company was through a gentleman named Travis Bott. So Travis Bott had made a connection with a French mathematician who had developed this algorithm that has no losing days trading that's had about a 3% per month average. And we'll go into that in a little bit. But Travis Bott had brokered the deal to bring this technology to our company. And no one else has this. We have proprietary use of this product, Rise, and it deals with the Forex market. It trades about 3 different currency pairs, and we'll get into that in a little bit. So we started with stocks. We then moved into Forex. We then started playing around with algorithms and seeing massive success helping people get on board Rise. And the newest thing that we're obviously offering our members is crypto. So this is the full circle. This is what's happened. Started with stocks, went to Forex, algorithms, and crypto. Education and technology, that's what we're focused on providing our members. I just want to give you guys that well-rounded background of where we were to where we are, because we had it so much more difficult. Like Anthony Napolitano, myself, a lot of other leaders like my good mentor and friend Brian Robert. We had it tough back in 2014 and 2015, and even 2016 was pretty rough. 2017 was a good year for us, and 2018 is going to be freaking epic because we have everything in line that we need to get to that next level. We have everything that we need. So let's get into it. FX1. I want to really go over this product with you guys and give you my opinions and my viewpoint on what we're doing here. Now, FX1, the way that I pitch this to people is it's the most interactive product we have with your money. Okay, FX1, the live trading sessions. We have about 17 trading sessions per week with binary options. We have Forex alerts that come out that you can plug in, and we have education. Framing this correctly to someone is very important, okay? Let me ask you this. How much do you think it would cost you to get one-on-one time with an expert trader? How much do you think it would cost you to get mentorship from someone who's made 6 and 7 figures in the financial markets? How much do you think that would cost you? If you're smart, if the trader is smart, they're going to charge an arm and a leg. That's why a lot of trading academies out there are very expensive. There are trading academies like OTA, Online Trading Academy, charges $30,000 just to teach you how to trade. And there's no signals. There's no live trading webinars that you can copy and paste what the experts tell you to do. There's nothing like that, but yet they're charging $30,000. So with what we're doing, it's a category creator. We are the first in the space to do it like we're doing it. So FX1, education and technology. Education, we teach you how to trade, okay? We give you the live trading sessions where you can copy and paste what our experts tell you to do. We give you the training sessions where you can learn about Forex trading and how to become a self-sufficient investor. Hopefully you guys are taking notes on this. And then also there's an automated aspect to FX1 that a lot of people don't even know about. A lot of people don't know about the FX1 Auto Trader, okay? And this is like primarily what I'm going to be going over today is our 2 Forex-based automated technologies, okay? One is an algorithm, one isn't, okay? One is an algorithm, one is not. The FX1 Auto Trader is not an algorithm. It's an automated trading tool that allows you to hook up your account to an expert, and I'm going to go over how that works. So automated trading with FX1. When you log into Wealth Generators, you'll be able to set up your trading account, your brokerage account. I suggest that you use LQDFX. Now, the reason why is because we trade some things that other brokers won't let you get into certain trades. I believe it's called commodities. But anyway, so when you want to start trading with the automated trading tool with FX1, you need to go to LQDFX if you want to get in every single trade that our experts put out there. So LQDFX, this is the trading account. You're going to have your money in the trading account. And from there, when our experts press buy or sell, whatever trade they're getting in, Euro USD, gold, whatever, that trade will populate in your account. And the beautiful thing is you can set up your parameters. Now, a parameter is when you factor all of it together, it's your risk management, meaning that how much you want to put into every trade. And as a smart investor, you should not put any more than 5% into any trade. So when you see my allocation down here, my allocation is basically saying like, hey, I want to put in, let's say I had $1,000 in an account. I want to put in about $50 into every trade, okay? So that's how that works, a 5% risk management strategy. So let's say I had $1,000, I'm trading at, let's say, a 0.05 lot size, about a 0.05. I wouldn't be trading at a 1.00, a full standard lot. That's not the goal. You're not trying to blow your account or get rich quick. That's not going to happen. So set your allocation to be around 5%. So if I had $1,000, it would be about a 0.05, so a 0.03 to 0.05 lot size. That's about a 3 to 5% risk strategy, and that will keep you safe, but it's also pretty aggressive, right? So when you log in, you click on Alert Tool Login, and then you would set up, once you have your LQDFX account, you would link those two together. Pretty simple process. From there, it's automated profits. It's funny. I was with Anthony Napolitano. We were hanging out in Iceland, and he whipped out his MT4 account, and he was making hands-free profits all the way in Iceland while we were just hanging out on our Euro tour. We were literally bouncing around from the UK. We flew, like, I went from California to Chicago to New York to the UK to Germany, then to Iceland. And the entire way we were making money with FX1 and Rise and crypto. It's insane. There's multiple streams of income you can build. So the FX1 Auto Trader is a really cool tool that you should definitely be plugging your teams into, and just make sure that they understand what it is. It's not an algorithm. It's actual people that work for a company that are placing trades, and it's a convenience tool. So the FX1 Auto Trader is a convenience tool. You can place these trades yourself. Our experts can send them out, but instead you're using the convenience of technology to have those trades executed for you on your behalf by our experts. Hopefully that makes sense. So now we're going to go into modern day technology and how the technology is just changing the world as far as algorithms go. I mean, algorithms are running everything. Algorithms run Facebook. Algorithms run Uber. They run you hop in your car. You have a backup camera on your car. That's an algorithm. Algorithms are everywhere. They fly planes. Algorithms are all over the world, and they're improving our lives drastically. So it would make sense that an algorithm could trade more efficiently and consistently than a human being, because it doesn't have emotion and it can detect things that a human just can't detect. So with Rise is an algorithm. And an algorithm is basically a mathematical strategy that trades the market. Rise looks for anomalies in the market. It looks for large pushes and pullbacks, and it could sense in the market when there's like a lot of volume that's being traded, that is an anomaly. So it's not normal. That's what an anomaly is. It's something that is abnormal. So Rise detects these anomalies in the market, and it will execute buys and sells at the same time. It's pretty crazy. Here in the United States, we didn't get access to this Rise technology for about, it was almost, we launched this algorithm in the international markets in 2016, I believe, 2016 or 2017, early. And we only launched it to the international markets outside of the United States. And the reason why is because we had some laws in place in the United States that prevented this algorithm from being accessible safely, without us getting in a lawsuit, until actually Trump was elected. It's pretty crazy. Trump was elected, and he repealed a law. I forget what it was called. It was called like the Dodd-Frank or something like that. Some bill that he repealed that allowed this technology to be legal in the United States. And the reason why is because in the 07 and 08, when we had the economy crash, there were some rules and regulations put on Forex with hedging, meaning that you're buying and selling at the same time. So Rise is an algorithm that buys and sells. It executes trades, buys and sells. So it trades against the market and for the market, whatever it's going on right now, on a daily basis, and it executes hundreds of buys and sells every single day without a losing day trading. So we'll get into that right now. If you want to get proper, if you want to really sound smart when you're talking about our technology, then use the lingo of traders and investors. If you say, hey, this is a market liquidity algorithm, it automatically makes you sound pretty smart. That sounds pretty cool. Or you could call it an MLA, and someone goes, what's an MLA? You go, market liquidity algorithm. So you can see the daily gains. You can see the monthly gains. We're averaging closer to 3% a month, and that's around 36% per year. 36% per year on your money, doing absolutely nothing. So let that sink in a little bit. And some of you that don't necessarily understand finance, that's cool. That's totally okay that you don't understand finance. But because you're now a part of a financial company, you should maybe educate yourself a little bit more on finance. That's something that has allowed me to see a lot of success in this business. I contribute a lot of my success to knowing the world of finance, knowing what's out there, and knowing how we have a better way and a solution to a lot of people's problems. When we look at the average 401k, looking in the past 5 years, the recent past 5 years, Motley Fool found that the average 401k returned just about 7% a year, while seemingly good return compared to a near 15% return over time. And now, is that 7% in the entire 5 years or 7% per year? I'm not exactly sure. That's kind of hard to detect. But let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it was 7% per year, not 7% over the 5 years. It's kind of weirdly written, but let's say it was 7% every single year consecutively for 5 years. This is what most people in the United States have their money in. This is what most people are just programmed to do. And it's not a bad plan. It's just a plan. But there are better plans. Wouldn't you want to be more aggressive with your money? Wouldn't you want to be making more money? If you're going to do something, why not do it the right way? The issue is like, how would I say this? When it comes to investing, a lot of people don't understand the space, right? It's because we're not taught in school. Our parents don't really teach us this. Our teachers don't talk about money or finance growing up. We teach people about math, but we don't teach people about debt, and we don't teach people about compounding interest. We don't. It's so funny how it works in the school system. So we're not really taught this stuff. So by the time you graduate school and maybe you're making a little bit of money at a job, you're so blind and clueless. And just because everyone else is doing something, it's human psychology to follow the herd. And it's sheeple that end up putting their money in 401ks. Sheeple are people that are sheep. And you can see the outcome. 7% per year, it's not a sexy return. That's not something that you're going to be jumping up and down about. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit, it's beating the bank. It's definitely a step above keeping your money in the bank. But if you really want to grow your money, you have to take advantage of the trends and what's new out there. So technology is changing the world. And the fact that we have access to a technology like Rise is mind blowing, because usually a market liquidity algorithm like Rise would only be available to people who have hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay? These are people that are a part of hedge funds. And a hedge fund is basically a giant pool of money controlled by a select few who are, imagine like how we have our FX1 auto trader. Okay? Imagine that on steroids with hundreds of millions of dollars and billions of dollars. And these people are placing trades. That's what a hedge fund is. Okay. But normally you would not get access to a hedge fund unless you had at least 500,000 plus dollars to put in. Okay. That's how hedge funds work. You have to be an accredited investor, meaning that you make at least $200,000 to $300,000 per year. You have to have $1 million in net worth, and usually the bare minimum entry to a hedge fund is around $500,000. And then you'll get access to something like Rise or some type of return like we're offering. Okay, that's the reality of the situation. So the fact that you get access to a market liquidity algorithm with, you know, the type of money that, I mean, $500 to start up an account. You don't have to be an accredited investor. You don't have to be any of that. The fact that we get access to this is what's going to change the world, because we're giving the average people the opportunity to get involved in things that they would never have access to. And look, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. No losing days. There is not a negative sign on here because the algorithm has never lost a day. Rise has never lost a day trading, ever. It's never lost a day. Now, there has been losing trades. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this thing is perfect by any means. There has been losing trades, but in the trading day from whatever time it is, let's say it's 6 a.m. to whatever time at night, it's never had a closing period in 24 hours where it's lost a day trading. Okay, there's been no negative signs. It's always positive, 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 positive. As long as there's a supply and demand, this algorithm will perform. With days where there's more volatility in the market, like let's say that Brexit. Remember when Brexit happened and there was just some crazy stuff going on in the UK and Europe and whatnot. Um, our algorithm performed better with that volatility in the market, with booms and busts and whatnot, with more crazy mayhem going on in the world. This algorithm performs better. So, what would you rather have? 7% a year, or would you rather have 3% per month, which is 36% per year on average, with no losing days? How would you like to wake up and look at your bank account and it's bigger every single day, your trading account? It's pretty incredible, right? So getting people educated on Rise is very important. It's about 125 bucks, $130 to get access to Rise for the entire year. So there's a yearly cost. We used to charge $199 a month to get access to Rise, and people paid it. We used to charge literally $199 a month to get access to Rise, but then we realized that we need to get this technology out to more people at a lower cost. The only way that we're going to get this to the masses is if more people can participate, which means more people need to, a lot of people are broke. A lot of people are broke, busted, and disgusted with their lives. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired. They have just enough money to scrape together to, let's say, 130 bucks for the year, put 500 bucks in an account. And most people are broke after that. The average person lives paycheck to paycheck. I understand, but you have to think above the problem. You have to think above, like, your level of thinking has to be above the problem. So we looked at the space, the marketplace, and we looked at society, and as a company, we decided that we wanted to lower the price from $199 per month to $130 a year, and then just charge a small subscription cost per month, depending on how much people have in their accounts. So imagine this is the low-hanging fruit. This is like the tasty apple that's out on the bottom branch that anyone can reach up and grab. Like, if you don't have $500, you shouldn't be investing, period. If you don't have $500 in your bank account, you're doing something that's not necessarily working, and obviously you need to work some type of new plan to improve your financial situation. If people don't have $500 to put into Rise, I tell them, get your money up, get at least a couple $1,000s in your bank account. You shouldn't be investing your rent money, but let this be an indication of where you're at. Like, how does it feel to not even have $500 to invest, right? You gotta ego check people. You gotta get their minds right, because we are that financial education that people need. So look at this, $125 for the year. And then if I had, let's say, $20,000 in an account, it would only cost me $100 a month to get access to this technology. $100. That's nothing, okay? That's absolutely nothing. And if you're on the all-in package, guys, if you're on the all-in pack in Wealth Generators, which is $199 a month, it gives you access to everything that we offer: equities, the Forex trading, FX1. It gives you access to WG startups. What else? Everything that we offer as a company: education, deductor, the finance software, everything that we offer. If you're on the all-in package, you can actually put up to $50,000 or $100,000. So up to $100,000 into Rise. It's either 50 or 100. I don't want to get misinformation out there. It's either 50 or $100,000. I believe it's towards 100. You can put up to that amount, and there's going to be no monthly cost at all. So let's say that I'm on the all-in package, and I get my membership for free by bringing in a couple people, whether I sell a couple crypto packages, or let's say I bring people in on the FX1 package or whatever. Let's say I get 400 points in volume. Okay, so me plus 3 people. Let's just keep it simple. I would now get access to Rise for free, and I could put up to $50,000 to $100,000, and I wouldn't pay anything per month to gain access to this technology. So I would get Rise for free, absolutely free. So the company it incentivizes us to get on the all-in package. So if you're like me and you want access to everything, you want access to FX1, you want access to our equities with our stock trading, you want access to Rise for free, and the way that you get it for free is by just recruiting a couple people into the business. It's not hard. This is a financial IQ test. You look at the numbers and you think to yourself, okay, these are better than what I'm currently getting at the bank. These are better than my 401k. I might as well put my money here. The key is to get the information to the people. So again, if you're on the all-in package with WG, which is $199 a month, you don't have to pay anything. You've got $50,000 to $100,000 in the account. You won't have to pay anything per month to use Rise. That's a huge incentive for everyone to use the all-in pack. And why not get it for free, guys? Why not get it for free? Why not open your mouth, talk to some people? And the key is, when you look at this, right? Like, imagine this right now. Imagine that someone is walking past you that has $100,000 that they've been looking to put into something, and they want a steady, consistent return, and you have the answer, and they've been looking for it, but you're just too scared to open your mouth and talk to the person and build a relationship. Okay, that happens all the time with people. Now, imagine a different scenario. Imagine that, or like the same scenario, but in a different way. Imagine that you strike up a conversation with someone. They end up telling you that they have $100,000 that they want to invest. You end up saying, wow, I have this technology that you should check out. And from there, you build a relationship, a connection. The person puts money in, and they end up making millions of dollars long-term utilizing our technology. How amazing would that outcome be? And that's the outcome that's happening with people that are getting started in our company. So I want you to just think about the positive outcome that could happen to someone joining our company and just being a customer and using our products. Not recruiting, just simply using our products. There are whales, people with millions of dollars that are looking for something like us, looking to partner up with good companies that are publicly traded that have awesome in education and technology. There are tons of people out there that want what we have. So setting proper expectations is key though, okay? Expectations can be dream killers. Expectations can be dream killers. If you have the wrong expectations, if you think you're going to get rich quick, then quit. Literally, quit. I don't want you in my team. I don't want you in the company. You are not going to get rich quick. There is no person that I know that has gotten rich quick. Literally none. And if they did make some overnight money, they lost it real quick. It's like 90% of people that win the lottery end up going broke and bankrupt within like 10 years. It's because they don't have the financial IQ to handle the money. They don't have the financial stability that, like, they built their skyscraper on sand. They were given a skyscraper. Imagine, guys, if you were given a multi-million, or imagine if you were given Tesla today. You were given Tesla, Elon Musk's company, and you have never ran a business before in your life, but yet now you're in control of millions of dollars. You're setting yourself up to fail because you didn't build yourself there. So setting proper expectations is key. And what I'm getting into is, with trading and investing, there are going to be wins and there are going to be losses. With FX1, the automated trading technology, it's not perfect. It's not as perfect as Rise. Because it's people, it's human beings that are placing the trades, they're by default going to have mess ups. They're going to, by default, not be perfect, okay? They're going to have winners. They're going to have losers. They're going to have home runs. They're going to hit it out of the park. And they're going to have some, downturns. That's just what it is. So setting your expectations is very important. One of my mentors said, he's like, Logan, look, anyone who joins this business, I was talking to Brian Robert, he's like, anyone who joins this business can become a millionaire. Anyone who joins this business can become successful if they just stay in. And I'll never forget, like, when we were having this conversation about how, I remember in Utah, he drew on the board a very similar diagram to what you're seeing here with, like, kind of the stocks, the chart going up. And he was explaining, like, a lot of people, they'll have some success, and then they have that first initial dip. And when they have that dip, they just get so discouraged and so they're in distraught and they're mad and they're like, oh my God, poor me. And that's all a part of it. There's going to be ups and downs. It's a roller coaster. Enjoy the ride. Because at the end of, let's say, 5 or 10 years, imagine this. Imagine if you put $1,000 in an account and you were to get around 70% per year on that money over the course of 10 years consistently, year after year after year, you would have about $201,000 in your account by making your money work for you. So utilizing equities, utilizing Rise, utilizing crypto, utilizing everything that we have as a company, could you get 70% per year? Absolutely. You could dominate those returns. You could dominate that. Let's say you had $10,000 in an account and you were to do 70% per year for the course of 10 years consistently. You could grow that money into over $2 million. So the idea is don't quit. The idea is don't give up. The idea is set yourself up for success. You're going to have winning trades. You're going to have losing trades. You're going to have your home runs, and you're going to have your times where you lose and you're just pissed. It's what it is. That's how trading is. But a lot of trading is managing your emotions, because when you look long term, if you're just looking like, oh my God, I got to make money this month, then trading isn't and investing isn't for you. It's a long-term game. Where are you going to be in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, and 10 years from now? See, all the people that have joined my business and ended up quitting in the course of this last year, I feel bad for them. Like, I don't feel bad about myself. I know that they came into our company. They had the opportunity just like me. They had the opportunity just like you, and they didn't take advantage of it fully. It's not my fault. It's not your fault if someone joins and quits. It's really not. We just need to give people the proper education. We need to give people the understanding that, yeah, losing is part of the process. Losing is a part of winning. If you really want to win, you don't give up, okay? If you don't quit, you will win. That's just what it is. So $10,000, 70% per year, a couple $1,000,000 is what it turns into. Look at that. That's your money working for you. Your money will always work harder for you than you can for your money. This isn't all, guys. You could also invest in the WG stock, INVU. Okay, let me go back a couple. Setting expectations. Let me go into my expectation of what's going to happen in our company. So we are a very disruptive company. We offer education and technology that has the ability to make people money completely hands-free. It's pretty cool, right? We are one of the only publicly traded companies that is dealing in the crypto space. We are one of the only companies that is in our space with trading and investing and whatnot that also is publicly traded. So when you start putting all these things together, like let's say last month, we raised our company revenue. We did over $1 million on top of what we're currently doing per month in sales with crypto. Okay, so let's say that someone, as an investor, let's say that I have money in my stocks account. I'm going to be looking for companies that have a lot of growth, that are doing things the right way, that are on the up and coming. And when I see that a company like Wealth Generators is adding an extra $1 million a month to their revenue, they're pioneering in the crypto space as crypto becomes more well known, I'm going to want to invest in that company. And so my expectations for what is going to happen is our education and technology is only going to get better. The revenue in our company is going to skyrocket with crypto. It already has this past month. And what that means for our stock, well, you guys do the math. You do the numbers. So that's why I've invested heavily into the Wealth Generator stock. That's why I bought millions of shares of INVU. That's our ticker right now. And expectations on that. When I bought that stock, I realized that, yeah, it's going to go up. Yeah, it's going to go down. That's the process. But I'm going to be kicking myself for not getting involved, not buying that stock and seeing it skyrocket in the next 2 years, 5 years. I would rather kick myself going, well, at least I tried, it didn't work out, than kick myself to see a stock skyrocket. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that, again, this is not me telling you that you need to go invest in the shares at all. I'm just saying if you believe like I do, and if you have a expectation set for what's going to happen in the future, then yeah, it's a smart move on your behalf. Follow your intuition, okay? Follow your intuition. If you want to buy those shares, buy those shares. I set my expectations high for my daily work at like what I do. I'm building this company and giving people the best education I can, sitting down with people left and right, connecting with people on social media. You guys, I'm all in this. I'm all in. And with what we have, no one else can touch us. No one else can touch us. Being a publicly traded company that's dealing in stocks, Forex, and crypto, no one can touch us. So again, $1,000, 70% per year, $200,000, $10,000, 70% per year. You can become a multimillionaire having your money work for you. So that's the webinar for the day, guys. I mean, I really hope that you got some value out of this. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open it up for some questions. So if you guys have any questions at all, ask away and I will answer them for you.